was one of the first cities to actually have 1 million people in terms of its population. It's always been a really busy and kind of wealthy city. And actually, by the end of the 19th century, it was really difficult to move around the city. You could actually go to Brighton in a shorter time than it would take to move from one side of the city to the other. There have been lots of different schemes about how they could introduce a railway into the centre of London. What they actually decided to do was build an underground railway to link up some of those mainline stations.
The first underground routes were built just 20 metres below the surface, and the method of hand-digging tunnels, known as cut and cover, was very slow and dangerous. The work was speeded up with the use of tunnelling shields and another technical innovation at the time, lifts, which allowed tunnelling deeper underground. With the introduction of electricity, the era of steam locomotives ended with the first electric carriages.
We're standing in one of the early electric underground trains that we have here at the museum, and it was built for what was called the District Railway, which now is the District Line on the underground. And that originally started as a steam railway and electrified in about 1905. It was based on American trains, and the passengers actually had to push the doors open by themselves.
In 1908, the various separate underground railway companies agreed to use the term underground for their joint promotion of services. In the same year, the roundel first appeared on underground station platforms. The bar and circle, as it became known, comprised of a solid red enamel disc and horizontal blue bar. An increasing number of trains and the complex division of lines required constant updating of underground maps. The turning point came in 1933 when engineer Harry Back invented the characteristic diagram and colour coding of individual lines. Further development was suspended during the Second World War. Even at this time, the tube played an important role as a shelter during the ruthless Nazi Blitz. The Underground was very popular from the very beginning. In less than 20 years, it had 40 million passengers travelling every year. Today, it is 1 billion passengers. Every Londoner is connected with the tube in some way.
So I met my wife at an underground station. So Tooting Bec Station's where we met, and we've got a photograph of Tooting Bec Station at home, and we've got very fond memories of it. And I think the underground is very much part of our life in London, so I think we've all got our stories about the underground, and it plays its part in moving us around, but also our culture as well.